Fuck yeah, dude. We're back.
Welcome back.
It's another episode. We're back again, back at it.
We're never gonna die.
Hell yeah. Fucking have you seen anything about how Trump has to pay fucking Eugene Carroll way more money than she was asking for?
Yes. He has to pay her $83 million. Which he's let me be on the record, not going to pay her. Sorry, folks.
Well, what was it? I saw that the judge. I know that.
Oh, what do you mean? They ordered him more than that now?
Oh yeah, they ordered.
See, I haven't seen that.
No,
when did, this must have happened recently.
So what happened was I think she was asking for like 50 million, but like since Trump has been talking shit, there's no way that he's going to not prove that he's been defaming her, because he definitely has.
Well, the previously on this shit is he's already been guilty of this and had to pay, and I think $5 million was the initial payment.
Yeah, he was,
and then after that judgment, kept tweeting and saying shit, and then
he's like going
has been
on,
re-sued.
Yeah, no, dude, this is the fucking. So he's already been found guilty of like raping this
sexual
woman.
Assault or whatever.
Yeah, like sexual assault, but it's a certain kind of thing where it's not a criminal charge, but it's like they have to prove it.
It's a civil case,
which is very hard to do, by the way. And she was able to do it, which is that's hilarious. So, and he has probably, I'm assuming just like the best fucking lawyers money can buy and shit.
The first time he did, the new lady lawyer he has is actually an idiot.
Yeah, she is kind of fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, dude. So I guess she won the case. Obviously she won, but the judge was like, for weeks they were discussing how much that she should be paid. Which is definitely not the right time that you should be fucking defaming the person in a fucking defamation case.
Yeah, probably should tell him to shut up for a little bit.
At the point where they're talking about how much you owe, and he's just like, nope, everything I said was true. I don't change anything, And so, I think from the shit that I've seen, and I look at like all the news sources, you don't see any of this shit on right-leaning news sources, the shit that they post about.
They talk about Taylor Swift.
Yeah, they talk about Taylor Swift, and they're just like, the shit that they do talk about it, they're just like, they just defame her, even though, she won in a civil trial by a jury of peers, that's just how it fucking works. So, I saw that it was like, oh, well, he's going to, because he is the person that he is, the judge is able to be like, well, if you don't, to make sure that you pay it, because we know you're not planning on paying it, if you don't do it in this certain amount of time, we're just going to seize your assets and give her that. And that's what we're going to do. Mm-hmm. So that means that they're probably going to take fucking the Trump Tower and just give it to Eugene Carroll and be like, you can fucking do whatever you want with it. But of course he's going to appeal it first, but he's going to fucking lose that for sure.
He most likely will lose that appeal, because they're just going to be like, Your Honor, look at him.
Yeah, dude.
Just look at him.
Well, they're both fucking insane, and it's just like,
what's crazy to me is these WWE connections, that it's like, I can't believe that, Trump sexually assaulted Eugene.
Yeah, dude. That's where it happened, is on
it's
WWE.
Like, the dude's already special. You don't got to fuck with him more like that. So, good for him. I'm glad he sued and got that money.
I'm glad. I think it's funny because this bitch is fucking crazy. Like she really is. But I do believe that, Trump did something to her, because it's like, the only reason I believe it is because it was proven in a court of law to a jury of peers, which it's like, you have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt to do that. You can't just go in there and be like, I was raped. You have to have proof for, to go forward. And apparently they had it, and we just weren't able to see it. So of course everyone's going to be like, oh, it's fucking rigged and all of that.
Well, of course, notorious non-rapist and groper Donald, he never said he grabs women by the vagina.
He's never been on a list with Epstein, fucking, where his name's listed several times. Not fucking once. That's funny too.
That's fake news.
We didn't talk about that at all on the last episode.
What, the Epstein list coming out again?
Yeah, dude. So much cool shit happened in January, and we're just taking a break. That sucks, man. Like all of the best shit happened.
The news did get really good while we were out.
It was the best fucking like whole month of news where I was excited, and also you were depressed the whole month, and I was like
gonna kill myself.
I was super excited to tell you all this shit, and I was just like, oh man, fuck this guy, dude. Like he's not even fucking like he's just gonna post the booyah video and not even say thanks for sending it to me. Like, oh man, dude, this guy's fucked.
Knife in the back, right there.
Yeah, dude, that's how I was.
Dick in the pussy.
Dick down the pussy. Clown that hole.
Clown that bitch. Clown that bitch.
Clown. I think that they should do a fucking like a remake of. I think we should plan that. I think that would be awesome, and fund it. Like get a cis porn star and just like black guys we know. And
I would like to do it, but I want to do it in like cinematic.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Very well shot, lit well.
That's what I'm.
It's the dramatic reenact. It's like the Iron Claw.
Hell yeah, where it's like like the Strange Thing with the Johnsons. I want a shot like that.
Exactly, and the title is
just the same length too, like 2 minutes, 2 minutes long. Fucking
yeah, short film by Kristen Jordan. Booyah.
Booyah. It's just a girl. It doesn't show her pussy and stuff until like the end of it, and it's just a fucking. I want to be able to post it on YouTube.
From the twisted mind of Jordan Peele.
Yeah, dude, I want to shoot it like that where it's all edgy, where they're not even fucking. You know, they're doing something else, but the whole script is just what they said from the Booyah video.
I do have to transcribe that. I will do that.
It's so fucking funny. There's like 3 other black guys. Like, I don't even know what the context would be. Like, maybe she's on a game show, and it's just the whole script is just the script from the Booyah video.
That's a weird ass game show.
Because it's like I have to think about put the balls in the hole.
There's not really any other situation where you can say and do the things that are done in that video.
Well, I was thinking maybe she goes to the bank, and you know they don't have the tubes anymore. Maybe if you go to like
there's the
Suburban,
tubes at my bank.
You have tubes,
but
at
the
your
drive-through, yeah.
Well,
it's an old bank.
That's fucking awesome, dude. I wish that they brought shit like that back. When I was a kid and I saw that, for like when my mom would go to the bank and I saw that shit, I was like, dude, that's some serious technology.
Did they used to put suckers in the tube for you?
Yes, they did.
Because I used to love when my mom would go to the bank because I'd be like, oh fuck, when it comes back, there's gonna be a candy in there.
Yeah, it's the shitty Dum Dums or the worst, chocolate Tootsie Rolls, which are the fucking absolute worst.
Usually it was Dum Dums. They also, I remember, had
the vanilla Tootsie Rolls are much worse, though. I will say that.
Do you remember this? It was a completely no-name brand sucker, but it was like a ring.
Yep, I remember. It's like the fucking generic version of Dum Dums, which are already
exactly
fucking
an even worse version.
Even worse, and they're the fucking bank. Like they have all of the money, and they just get the generic shit.
That's why.
Even as a kid, I was like, bro, like they could get better candy. Like they're rich. I thought that the bank was rich. Apparently. They don't give a shit, dude.
They pinch those pennies because guess who runs the banks?
I don't know, dude. Who does?
The same ones who run the tunnel business.
Well, see, this is where I get my doubts because the Jews like the tunnels, but those are tubes. So who's in charge of the tubes? That's a good question.
That is a good question.
I wish I had a fucking tube here. Wouldn't that be sick if like. There was my mailbox was one of those.
Exactly, that'd be badass.
Pneumatic. I think they're called
pneumatic tubes.
Pneumatic tubes, but I'm not sure. I saw something where it's like there's this restaurant that used to be a bank. It used to be a bank, and they converted it to a fucking restaurant, and they just kept the tubes, and that's just how they get shit to the table. And apparently it's like nobody does the tubes anymore. Like
you get like a fucking a chicken fucking parmesan and it comes flying out. It's fucking all over the place.
You know, and they set it up. They put it in like these special fucking containers that they wrap everything up to be prepared to shoot through the tube. But you don't have to get it shot through the tube. But Most of the regulars just have them bring them because obviously it's going to fuck
Why
up.
would you go there and not get the tube?
That's what I'm saying. You know, it's funny.
That's like going to fucking Benihana or whatever and then being like, I'm just going to sit and not watch the guy make a fucking volcano out of onions.
You know, it's funny that you say that. Me and David, we went to the fucking Cheesecake Factory like a week ago.
Hell yeah.
And I specifically told him, I was like, bro, like, I don't want to get any fucking appetizers because I want to leave room for cheesecake. This is the Cheesecake Factory, obviously. So we get to dessert. This motherfucker's looking at the dessert menu and he's like, I think I'm going to get a chocolate cake. I was like, bro, like, are you fucking, like, come on, man. Like, you're going to get a chocolate cake at the cheesecake? You get chocolate cake at any fucking restaurant. Like, literally every fucking.
I'll make you a chocolate cake.
Yeah, dude, you could go to Jewel and get a chocolate cake. You want to know what you can't do? Go into anywhere and get cheesecake. And literally, like, think about it. Like, you can't. Like, they don't sell cheesecake for just to grab and go at Walmart or, like, you know, anywhere else. It's just like,
or at least not a good quality one like
no,
that.
Literally, I've never seen one, like, ever seen a fucking cheesecake there. And I don't even think that they'd be able to sell it. I don't, because it's like, you know, I think it.
The only ones
it goes bad really fast.
They sell frozen. The ones that are frozen, you have to keep in the freezer.
Yeah, I wouldn't. But that's not like, you know they bake the shit at the Walmart bakery, you know, but you never see cheesecake, and I think it's because you have to keep it.
Oh, you're talking about like that. No, they don't. They probably don't make that.
Or like
shit.
Or like any grocery store where they have a bakery, you never see a fucking cheesecake ever, dude. And
that's a new conspiracy. I'm gonna check now.
It is, dude. Check it. Like, take my words for it. But that's what I told him. I was like, bro, like, you're like, no, you're getting a cheesecake. And then we got cheesecake, and he was like, damn, that was a good idea.
Good ass cheesecake.
Hell yeah.
But did you get a special kind of cheesecake or just regular?
No, every cheesecake they have is fucking special, dude. Like, it's like, which one did I get? I got I got a red velvet one, and then David, you know, it's funny, they had, you know, they have the ones that are circled where it's like the favorites. There was just one cheesecake circled, and he wanted to get a different one, and I was like, this one's probably really good. He wasn't sure. I was like, that one's probably really good because it's circle. He didn't really like it, which means more cheesecake for me. So, it worked out pretty well.
It all works out.
He's a good guy. I love David, and I love cheesecake, so that's pretty good.
Two things I love: David and cheesecake.
David, cheesecake. But yeah, why would you not use the pneumatic? Then that's what I'm saying. The pneumatic tubes.
Yeah, I wish you're going to the fucking tube restaurant. Obviously,
they should. If the Jews had pneumatic tubes in New York, they wouldn't have gotten caught. They could have just put their nut in the tube and sent it over to wherever they're trying to look at. Wasn't it like, there's so many conspiracies on that shit, but it's like, it seems like one thing's consistent is that there were Jews that dug a tunnel. I don't even.
That is a fact. Yes.
It doesn't say how deep the tunnel, like how long the tunnels were. It just said that they were able to like look in some women's section, which tracks. You know, like that tracks with those guys, and it was like other Jewish people, but like they heard them underneath the floorboards, like in Germany.
You ever seen people under the stairs?
You know what's funny is that's so embarrassing that's how they got caught, is like they were being too loud underneath the floorboards and got caught like a fucking Jew in Germany in fucking 1940.
Pulled a real Anne Frank on them.
Like, it's like if you're peeping, like, I don't understand, bro. Like, if you're peeping on someone, just shut the fuck up. Like, because that's a crime, right? Like. Like, why would you? I'm imagining these guys down there fucking jacking off, looking at people in their houses, and they're just
Jewish
like,
porkies.
Yeah, which I don't even know happened, but this is my thought. Is they're down there, and they're like, I was like, how do they get caught though? You know, like that's what I don't. That's what I'm saying. Is like, how the fuck did they get caught? And so, like, I'm imagining this guy under the floorboards. He's jacking off, and then he just, like, as soon as he's ready to come, he's just like, oh, jeez. Oh, here it comes. And he's just, like, loud about it, like, all Jewish and loud. And then someone's like, who's there? Like the chick is in the shower. She's like, what was that?
Some woman thinks she's being haunted.
Yeah, dude. It's like, oh, one of the funniest videos from like this was like years ago. It was I don't know if you know who Ross Creations is, But this is when this guy like first got started. He's like,
that's a YouTube thing.
Yeah, he's a very popular YouTuber. He does like stupid pranks where he'll like park his car in a spot where you're only allowed to back in, or like your car has to be facing a certain way and you're not allowed to back in. So this dude does videos where it's like, oh yeah, well what if we just like fucking make a car with 2 front ends and then put it in that space. Or like the one he did is like he hired a fucking Geek Squad person to come to his house and help him to help him beat a video game level and shit like that.
See, that's at least a funny prank.
They're fucking like no, they're not just funny, but they're like retarded. Like they're like fucking like the most retarded ideas, and those are the ones that I think are the funniest, where like a person comes over and they're like,
appreciate that.
They're like, what the fuck just happened? Like one of the videos he did, this is very funny. Like he like some guy, he was like pretending to be retarded. The main guy, Ross, he was in the basement and like, you know, the guy hired some guy to put in drywall into his house and shit. So like he's like, yeah, come down here, you know, like, oh yeah, that's my brother, don't mind him. Like he told him before him, he's like, you know, he's a little weird, just, you know, don't mind him, just, you know, it's just who he is, you know, just leave him be. He's kind of, you know, special. And so like the guy goes down there and what they did is they replaced all of the insulation foam, all the insulation, like the cotton candy looking shit, with actual cotton candy. And so like this fucking guy, like he cuts a hole, he's going to fix the drywall, he's like, you know, measuring the shit, doing his job. And you know, like the whole time this guy's just like, hi, yeah, I'm Ross, no, what are you doing? You know, talking to him. He's like, can you help me play this video game? Like, just like annoying this guy while he's fucking working. And the guy's just like, you can see how frustrated he is. Yeah. So like this fucking guy, he puts he like cuts the drywall out, the part that he needs to replace. And then you know, you see the insulation. And then dude's just like, that looks like cotton candy. And he's like, yeah, it's definitely not cotton candy. Just don't go. He's like being nice because he realizes, you know, he's like, this guy's fucking retarded. I gotta be nice. I can't be mean to him. So like he's like, yeah, just stay away from this area and just keep doing your thing. So he just keeps going in the guy's area. He just runs up to the hole and just starts fucking shoving the insulation in his mouth. Like he makes videos like that, you know, they're hilarious. Like, but now they're too mainstream. Now he's asking for fucking money. He has a site. Obviously he got demonetized because he like fucks with people. I think he did a video a long time ago where they demonetized him. So now he's one of those guys that begs you to buy his shit online. It kind of sucks now, but
that's lame.
One of the videos,
he's become the Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, not really. No,
Ben Shapiro of pranks.
You know, I appreciate him because you can't pin what his he's from Florida, you know, so like, but he doesn't seem like he's a Republican. But his one buddy, I think his name is Cole. Like this guy is like genuinely, I think he's fucking like genuinely like retarded or something. There's some kind of mental thing going on. But I know for a fact that this guy is Republican because just by some of the shit that he says. But Ross is hard to pin on it because he's kind of like a hippie dude. Like he got like what got me on this tangent is like I don't remember what it was, but the video that I was thinking of, like one of his first videos that he would do is he would like go up to cops and literally like do flips over them, and they would get mad and fucking arrest him. Like just, and it's like he didn't do anything, but the one that I love the most is he like, you probably saw this too. He like went up to somebody. He was walking down the street. Someone had their window open or something. They're like watching movies. Some lady watching movies with a bowl of popcorn. He like went up to the window and just like farts so fucking loud. And the lady literally is like, ah! And the popcorn flies everywhere. And she's like, hello? Is somebody there? Hello? And he's like at the window recording her in her fucking house. And it's just like, that's so fucking funny. And it was he didn't fake it. Like it was legit. Yeah. You see him walking down the street. He's like, yeah, this person left their window open. I'm going to fart in their in their fucking house, and he does it, and it's like that's what made him go viral. I feel like
that's awesome.
Yeah, but I forget the context of what we were talking about, where someone's like, "Hello, are you there?"
Oh, the Jewish people under the tunnels.
Yeah, that's how it was. Yeah. Like they're down there whacking it in the tunnels, and they come and they're just like forget that they're like doing something bad. Like. Yeah, but what wasn't there a fucking like mattress there? Because I'm not sure if there even was a mattress. I didn't see any pictures, but I saw people like making that assumption.
The videos and the clips that I've seen, they pull a mattress out that has
looked like,
either shit or blood on it.
It was one they found in the alleyway.
It was in. Well, I don't know. Who knows? Yeah.
But the entrance to the church, they had to either go through one of those sewer hatches or through the synagogue, right?
Yeah, it's literally in like the wall of the fucking church, and they just covered it with blankets and shit. So
that when that Jewish guy came out of the grate, I don't think
that's the escape hatch.
That video. I saw that was so fucking. The day I saw that, I was like, oh my God, the internet's going to fucking go crazy over this, man. And it's not even, it sounds fucking incredibly racist.
Well, I know I saw it and I was like, well, can't kill myself today.
I saw it. I was like, dude,
one more day.
This shit can't be real. Like I literally saw, they're like, oh yeah, Jewish people have a tunnel network in fucking New York. And I was like, no, that can't be real. Sure, it's not really a tunnel network, but it is something. Like they did tunnel to the end of the block or some shit.
I mean,
they're trying to say they did it for fun. Like why? Like I don't understand.
For fun.
For fun. Like what are you talking about? Like who digs a fucking like tunnel you can stand in for fun? They could stand in it.
You're saying how can you get caught though? But
yeah, how do you get caught even?
If the tunnel was like, I didn't see inside of it, so I don't know how big we're talking. But
they should have like, I feel like if you're gonna like these days, if you're gonna like say some shit like that or like be like, like Hunter Biden, like all like oh Donald Trump is a fucking rapist. I want the video proof that it exists, so there's no ifs, ands, or buts about what the fuck happened, or what was in these tunnels, so that we can make our own assumptions. I hate that about like they should fucking do that. Like I don't. We have body cams on every officer, but we can't see what was in the tunnel or how big it was or whatever. I just saw like all of the guys standing behind the rebar, and they're able to stand. But I don't even know if that was the tunnel.
Well, what I'm saying is, depending on how big the tunnel is, because you pulled a mattress out of it.
Yeah,
so
how do you even?
It had to be at least big enough for
it was like a twin
to sleep. Yeah.
How do you get a fucking twin-size mattress in the sewer? Because I'm sure people wouldn't be putting them in the alleyways. Like I'm sure they just throw them in the sewers here.
My question is, you're building a tunnel as you're pulling out the fucking like rocks and shit. You have to throw that into a truck or somewhere.
Yeah.
So where the fuck does that go?
Where are the rocks? Yeah, that's a good.
Are you pulling a Shawshank Redemption? You're fucking shaking it out of your pant leg.
Yeah, that's what they're at synagogue. They're just like shaking it out of their pant leg, talking to other guys, so they don't know.
They're like, damn, the Lower East Side is dusty today,
dude. And none of those people, like they didn't investigate. And that's what pisses me off, because they really did not question or like put the heat on any of the people. Like, why the fuck are these? Like, they literally vandalized multiple buildings and shit, and nobody got questioned about it. They literally just arrested people for like fighting the police because they don't have their tunnel anymore. They can't do real life dig dug.
I don't know. That shit is weird. There's a lot. Like, here's the problem is, like, the Jewish tunnels are real.
Yeah, they are real.
They are real. This isn't a fake fucking thing.
It's not
as
fake.
You look into it, you can very easily dive into some anti-Semitic conspiracy shit.
Well, no, and then they get fucking mad. But it's like,
but then it's like, what do you want me to do?
Exactly, dude. Like that's like my whole fucking thing. Like, I love Jewish people. I love all fucking people. I'm not one of those.
I love conspiracy theories,
dude. Hell yeah, dude. Like
they ruined it for me.
I genuinely know fucking cool ass Jewish people, but it's like, like whenever you like fucking say anything about Israel, you know, like being like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't kill fucking kids on either side as Palestinians or Israel. I feel like you're sending a bad message to the rest of the world. They're like, that's anti-Semitic. It's like, how? How the fuck is that? You don't see like
a call for peace is anti-Semitic to you.
Yeah, dude, you don't see like black Somali people like fucking be like, yeah, no, they're racist for assuming that we're Somali pirates for driving boats in the water. Like that's next to your cruise ships with fucking AKs. Like that. Oh, fucking, you're racist and hate black people for that. Or you don't see like the African people that like, you know, like are warlords or like whatever, like talking about, you know, like, oh well, you're fucking racist because blah blah blah. They're like literally circumcising women and shit like that. Like you never see them like complain racism because like they're calling them monsters for shit that, you know, that they've been doing for fucking years, like literally like fucking hundreds of years.
I understand the point that you're making.
Right?
I get what you're saying, but no, it's not racist, but I don't think that we should sympathize with the warlords for being non-hypocritical about their rape and pillage.
That's my whole thing. I don't want to fucking, you know, because either way you look at them, it's like, bro, like you're committing atrocities, and it has nothing to do with you being fucking black or Jewish or whatever the fuck. It has everything to do with who you are as a person and your beliefs and morals. Yeah. You know, like you have no value for other human life, and that's what makes you a shitty person.
Yeah.
You know, it's one thing to say something, but like to actively fucking continually do sus shit, you know, like that's crazy.
I was actually listening to a podcast, and
but I want to be clear though.
Oh, wait, go
like
ahead.
Like
let me be clear.
You know, like I'm not saying, I'm not trying to be anti-Jewish. Like I'm simply saying that it's like it's not Jewish people that are fucking weird. It's certain people that are fucking weird. And I feel like, you know, people make problems out of shit when they try to make themselves victims too much, man. And that's the problem with society, man. That's why people hate gay people.
Fuck. You got it.
I do. I fucking got it figured out.
You know what? We are in the Matrix. You're right.
We are in the gay tricks.
Well, I will say, when I saw that Jew come out of that crate, I was like, we're living in a simulation for sure.
Oh man,
this is a movie.
When I saw that, I was lit. The second I think I sent it to you right away.
You either sent it to me or I sent it to you. It had to be
fucking
quick.
Literally 15 minutes after like it broke the thing, because I'm in all of those like fucking terrible groups where like I troll those guys. So obviously they're saying awful shit, like terrible, awful shit. And I look into everything to make sure that I'm not fucking wrong.
Right.
And it's like,
yeah.
I was like, bro, like I can't even fucking say anything. Now, what I will say is there's no proof of like, you know, that they're actually doing shady shit down there.
There's no
other than the weird mattress.
Yeah, and the weird mattress is strange.
It's very strange.
But yeah, like you said, there's no proof that there was like child rape or fucking Illuminati, fucking reptile. Or
yeah, like
the fuck.
There wasn't like shit like pictures of dead people on the wall or nothing like that.
And also, from my understanding, the tunnels are only like 6 months to a year old.
Yeah,
so,
but they were. I think it was like a fucking couple. It went through a whole building. Like they dug a tunnel through a whole fucking building to the end of the block.
Yeah, what I'm saying, whatever they were using them for hadn't been going on that long. It's not like this is like, oh, they cracked the fucking like 30-year.
Well, they said that they
secret fucking pedophile ring.
No. They said what I saw was that the people were saying that they built it during COVID to do a fucking synagogue through.
Yeah,
underground.
No, they said that, but then
which doesn't make sense.
No,
because
it does. The timeline doesn't match up either.
You could literally just still do synagogue and say fuck it because it's religion.
Yeah, that was the initial reason I heard that they said, oh well, they made secret tunnels so they could break COVID regulations, which I'm like, that makes sense. And then I heard that they said, oh,
you admit to something less. You admit to a crime, but something less. Strange.
And also, it's religious. So they're like, "Oh, we'll give him a pass because it was because of Jesus." Or not him. They didn't like him.
They need to stop giving passes for religion. I truly 1000%. I hate that. Like I hate when people fucking make their religion like as if it's law in the land. It's like, dude, that's laws for the afterlife, pal. Like, this is the real deal. This is it, bro.
Well, that goes into my point. What I was going to say was because the dude on the podcast was talking about race.
Yeah.
He said, I think people should treat race like a sports team, where it's like, yeah, you root for your guys, but you want to be a good sport about it. You want everybody to play well and blah blah blah.
That's racism.
That's how religion should be, though.
Yeah. Well, that's how it is, dude.
It's like, all right, all right.
Actually, no, you're right. You're 1000% right, because fucking, Christians. It's funny because I know a lot about I was in fucking church for a long time. I've read the Bible. It's like, it's funny because there's like a million verses in the Bible where it's like, don't fucking judge people on their choices. You can't fucking judge people on their religion. Don't fucking try to convert people. You can say something, but you can't fucking judge people because God hates that. And also,
sounds like you're reading the fucking liberal Bible.
It is, and it also says a lot of shit where like so many a lot more passages about earthly possessions than it does there's like literally one passage about gay, and that's in Leviticus, which is like, that's the Old Testament. Like, the whole point of the New Testament is to say fuck the Old Testament. That was my understanding. Jesus died for everyone's sins, right?
Yes, and
that means you can fucking be gay and say sorry, and it's okay.
And also they were like something along the lines of, it's harder to put a camel through a needle than to get into heaven if you're rich, because fuck you.
Well, what is it? I know for a fact
Jesus is a hater.
Because I talk shit to all these Bible thumping pieces of shit, and I throw Bible verses in their face. Like, if it weren't for these assholes that like don't know the Bible and me, I wouldn't know it as good. But what the verse is, Matthew 7, and it's, do not judge your brother for the piece of for the splinter in his eye when you have a plank in your head. Meaning, like, you shouldn't be like, oh, like, you look stupid, you have a fucking...
We all have flaws.
We all have flaws, but you probably have way more flaws than the other person. And if you do that, God hates it, Like,
that's
and
right.
that's the whole thing. They want to fucking cherry pick the Bible and make it their shit, but they hate getting it thrown in their face and being wrong about it.
That is their favorite shit.
And then they just call you gay and a pedophile and a groomer. And I'm like, well, you're the one that thumps the Bible, buddy. Chances are you're
thumping something else.
Yeah, dude.
And it's in those tunnels.
It's in those tunnels. Now, if the Christians had
the Christians?
Yeah, the Christians.
That's my religion.
If they had a fucking like sky bridge or something, I couldn't be mad at the Jews for having the New York peeping tunnel.
What is a sky bridge?
A sky, it's like a fucking, between two.
It's
the opposite of a tunnel.
I thought you were talking about some sort of mythical in the sky.
It's like when two buildings.
I was like, that would be awesome. I would also be a Christian.
Well, that would be pretty bad.
But in the inverse of a tunnel, you have a raping sky bridge.
A sky bridge where it's just a fucking in the air, and it's just a transition to another building where you don't have to go downstairs.
You couldn't make that secret. It'd be kind of hard to be a secret one of those.
No, but they can make it secret.
They just put blankets around it. It's weird that it just hangs there. I will take a little break.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, but let me remind myself now. When I take this break, play the clip of Kanye of the Jews getting kicked out of the tunnel, and then Kanye going, "Gotcha,
dude." One of the
gotcha.
I was waiting for fucking Kanye to say something, and he didn't. Like I was fully expecting Kanye in the last. He said nothing about the Israel shit, nothing about the Jew tunnels, anything.
Let's pause that and we'll start back on that, because I got stuff to talk about that.
This is the Jew episode.
One of the big boys.
He's one of the big boys. Oh man! So before we went on our writer strike.
Yes.
What were we talking about? I know that we're leading up to Kanye.
We ended on the tunnels, and we were talking about
Jew
Kanye's
his
lack of reaction to the tunnels, because he was trying really hard to do his "I'm not anti-Semitic" speed run. He posted he posted some internet picture of a notes where he's like, I love Jewish people. I'm sorry. I said
he did
things.
he did that 150 fucking percent to remain relevant amidst all of the Kim Kardashian shit. He is very smart when it comes to that, because if he hadn't have done anything and like got back into the headlines with fucking crazy shit, then they would have just like completely forgot about him and just like continued being like, yeah, fucking Kim Kardashian's dumbass. Oh yeah, fuck him. But then he came forward and was like, I got something to say. And then everybody, like, for fucking, like, still to this day, like, people still talk about how he was crazy.
What pisses me off about Kanye is that people are like, he's a genius. Like,
he is not a genius. He
lost, or like he's like a master of marketing. It's like
he is absolutely not. Like,
no, well, just as soon as I saw that he posted that like apology response or whatever, I'm like, oh, when does he have an album coming out? And then he was supposed to have one with him and fucking some other dude that was supposed to come out like December 15th, and it still has not been released.
No, dude. Well, the last album he released, it was Donda, and I think it was so funny because he was supposed to release it the one day. He waited till like a fucking hour before, and he's like, nope. I think he went on stage, he did like one fucking song, he was like, it's not ready yet, I'm going back, I'm not fucking doing it. And he stayed at the stadium for like fucking 3 weeks, wearing his garbage bag outfit, fucking with a stupid, which is a lie. I don't believe him at all that he stayed there. I think he.
Oh, he was like living in the stadium or something like that. I forgot about
some
that.
Stupid shit like that. I don't believe him fucking at all, dude. Like, because he's a dumbass. But it's like,
I called my good friend Marilyn Manson to help me finish this album.
What was it? That entire year, like in the span of like 2.5 years, this guy made $1 billion, and then like he got divorced. When did he get divorced from Kim Kardashian? Because it was like right before that it was a big thing. People like, Kanye West made a fucking $1 billion. Like, he's at $1 billion, he's done it, he's a fucking billionaire, and he was like dick riding that. So like literally he did a bunch of fucked up shit, and then Kim Kardashian divorced him and got half of his fucking money. So now he's not a billionaire anymore, and then he went into the Jew tangent thing.
Yeah, he took a big little swing and a miss there with the Jew tangent.
Yeah, if he
would have waited,
I think that's why he didn't. I feel like, you know, like, the reasoning behind him wearing the mask and doing that shit is because like he literally was not able to say it with a straight face. You know, I think that had something to do.
Smiling as his fingers crossed.
I think so. I literally think he was just like, that's why he wears that stupid shit, or he's just fucking retarded. But like, it's funny to me that people literally die on the hill where they're like, oh no, Kanye is fucking smart. It's like, no, he isn't, bro. That's like saying Lil Wayne is fucking smart. Like, because he's not. You know, he's just good at rapping.
Yeah, this dude that can rhyme really well.
I don't even think he designs his fucking. He has other people design his fucking shit for him.
And it's not that great.
It's not that great, dude. Like, it really isn't. You know, like, he fucking made Crocs that are a little more expensive. Like, Crocs are already expensive, but you made the same fucking shoe. But then you know, like, I don't know, dude. And then you say racist shit, and then fucking, like, you'll lose all your brands and then act like you're the victim, bro. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. But Kanye's very funny. He is very funny to keep track of.
Let's make it clear we're pro Kanye.
Mm-hmm. No, dude, I wish him well.
I've always been pro Kanye.
I just watch Love on the Spectrum, dude. Like, that dude's most likely autistic. I 150 fucking % believe that.
I remember watching a fucking interview with him like probably 10 years ago, and I was like, damn, what an articulate, like, smart man. Like, I was surprised at like how well he spoke and what he was talking about and stuff like that. And then, you know, 3 years ago, like, I don't know, everything since 2020 has been a blur, but it's like, oh no, this man is like legitimately fucking retarded.
No, he is, dude.
So that's why I do think he probably has mental health issues, like legitimately.
He did all of that Jewish shit for publicity. That's 100% because he didn't. You'd think that he would have something to say.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
you really do. You'd think that he would be like, "I was right," like some shit like that, which is like what these conservative assholes are going on. They're like, "Yeah, dude, Kanye's right." He's fucking right, because they have nobody to look up to.
We should make a cartoon short called "Conservative Assholes," and it's like Ben Shapiro's
it's
assholes
just
talking to
two of
somebody
them.
else.
There's literally just two people that do music or anything that they like that they fucking agree with, and it's literally just
Kid Rock.
It's Kid Rock and fucking like Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice.
Yeah,
Who the fuck?
What was it? I saw this thing where it was like Trump was trying to get people to play at Mar-a-Lago for his New Year's Eve party, which none of his family attended. Like it was literally just.
Well,
him.
they're going to actual good parties.
Yeah, they're hanging out together and not having him in their life. And that's simply what it fucking is. But yeah, so he couldn't get anybody to go there, so he got Vanilla Ice, and they're acting like, oh yeah, this is so fucking cool. Like we have Vanilla Ice here.
Vanilla Ice, is he right wing?
Yeah, I think so. That's why he did it. I haven't
heard of anything about him, and the last thing I heard, he was doing a fucking like remodeling TV show with Amish people or something.
And
like
then
that.
he robbed the place. He robbed one of the houses, and then he got thrown in jail.
Oh, he had a relapse.
You didn't know about that?
Let's deep dive into fucking.
That's
Vanilla
funny.
Ice.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. So yeah, when he was doing that show. Yeah, so he did that construction show where I think it was like, it was called like Vanilla. It had a stupid fucking name.
Vanilla Ice construction show.
Yeah, but he was doing the show and he would do these jobs and shit. So apparently he went to remodel one of these houses and he would like steal fucking jewelry and shit like that. And this is after he's been famous and shit. This is like his company. And he'd go in there and literally like burglarize these houses, and he got in trouble for it, and he like apologized for it and lost his show.
Okay.
And then he put him, I think they just gave him probation too.
All right. The Vanilla Ice Project is a reality show based on the DIY network, hosted by rapper Rob Van Winkle, a.k.a. Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, dude.
Real estate flipping and began purchasing homes in his early 20s.
Go to the good stuff.
Wait, I'm looking
type in Vanilla Ice arrested.
Production. What the fuck? They don't have any...
Dude, he definitely got arrested. It was a huge fucking story.
Well, all right, now I'm just going to the Vanilla Ice. Let's see. Personal life.
Yeah, dude. That was like, I want to say that was like 2000, like 13 or something.
Oh, in 2013, he said he was part Choctaw Indian.
Yeah, dude. He said I'm telling you, around that time, he was trying to do a comeback, and then he fucked up completely because he stole someone's shit. And as if he wasn't going to get caught, like Vanilla Ice just came into your home and stole your fucking watch. Like, you're going to remember that, He's at the police lineup. They're like, yeah, no, it's Vanilla Ice.
Here we go. Okay. February 2015, Ice was arrested and charged with residential burglary and grand theft after he allegedly stole furniture, a pool heater, bicycles, and other items from a Florida home that he believed to be vacant. So he was like, I'm just gonna
stole from a house.
A vacant house with a bunch of things. Let me just steal.
These people were on vacation. He just stole
He later
their shit.
accepted. And you're rich. You're Vanilla Ice.
He has a
fuck?
construction company.
Charges being dropped following includes 100 days of community service and payment of restitution.
They literally dropped the charges on him. Like, that's insane to me. Like, he fucking burglarized.
There's no like links to like the actual articles about it, because it's like, that sounds so fucking stupid.
It is very fucking stupid, but it definitely happened. Like, that shit definitely happened, because that was around the time the slap chop guy got fucked up too.
All our heroes go down.
Yeah, and that time was crazy because the slap chop guy got in trouble for like getting bit by a prostitute or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she fucked him up, and then I don't know, like a year later, Billy Mays died, or maybe it was that year.
It might have been.
He tried to do his own TV show, and it was just like, apparently he was a fucking nightmare on that show. I think it was called Pitchmen.
Mm-hmm. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna need a pound of cocaine.
He, not even joking. That's how it was. It was him and the guy that does does British commercials and shit. Apparently there's a Billy Mays in Europe that basically does all the same shit Billy Mays would do, but like
the other pitch man.
The other pitch man, yeah. But so like it's funny because like this guy would do interviews and he's just like, yeah, no, Billy Mays is a fucking nightmare. Like this guy, I'm imagining he was the same as the My Pillow guy. That's what I'm assuming.
Honestly, yeah.
I truly believe that he is like the same type of character as the
a rags to riches to rags story.
Yeah, dude, straight up. But yeah, that was a crazy time. It was. But it's funny, what I was getting at was Republicans don't have anybody, that can be like, oh yeah, get out and vote
a cool
Republican,
they talk about, yeah.
They don't have fucking anybody like that, and that's why they make these conspiracies where it's like, oh yeah, you're controlling all the media, the fucking Democrats and the deep state. It's like, no, dude, you're just mad because you have shitty opinions, bro. Like,
who do you think is the coolest celebrity, like, open Republican?
It's none of them. Like, fucking maybe, I would say the most, like, actually entertainment celebrity, I would say maybe Kid Rock. That's the only one. That's fucking literally the only one.
He is up there then?
Yeah, dude, that's the only guy that they have, and it's not like, it's funny because they're all threatened by Taylor Swift at this point.
Yeah, they hate her.
They fucking are so threatened. She didn't even do anything. Like, she literally fucking hasn't done anything, but like,
I'll tell you what, she's a cheer captain. They're on the bleachers.
They're on the She's in high heels, I'm in sneakers. Mm-hmm. That's how she is.
I saw a really gay take on that also, which from a liberal perspective, where the guy's like, I think it's time all the incels that Taylor Swift is never going to sleep with you need to stop. And it's like, I don't think that's why they're really mad. They actually think that she's like trying to flip the presidency in some type of illegal way.
But it is funny because they, like those people, they die on the Republican guys, like this person will say it. There is truth to it because like these people, like they're just typing out shit that it's just blatantly, it doesn't match up. They're just like, oh yeah, Taylor Swift fucking sucks. She's broke. She's fucking ugly too. It's like, I disagree. I'd have to disagree. I'm not the biggest Taylor Swift fan, but it's like, bro, like that's, you can't reach any further than that.
She's like the number one seller. She just made $1 billion on tour.
She has a tour where every fucking, not only are the tickets like $1,000 for general admission, just general admission, but it's like they're sold out shows, fucking like 100 shows in this thing. So that's like fucking like a shitload of money. I don't even know.
Bitch is rich.
She's fucking totally like the most successful woman in America, in my opinion. And on top of it, it's like, she doesn't really start shit, But
I mean, she's our generation's Ghislaine Maxwell.
Really, she really is. But these people are so fucking terrified of the idea of her being like, nope, just vote Democrat, because she did tell people to go out and vote, and there was like 1 million people fucking registered to vote the same day.
Well, they got mad at her for that.
And then
she didn't endorse anyone. She just said you should register to vote.
She just said register to vote, and then like people went fucking crazy. Like,
I'm pretty sure we talked about that too when that happened.
We definitely did. But now it's at the point where it's like every fucking Republican news station on like the TV, on the web, on fucking the internet, they're all like talking about Taylor Swift, and then they're also being like, we hate talking about Taylor Swift, which doesn't make fucking sense to me at all. And they're like, we're not scared. And it's like, bro, like you're like you're genuinely scared that Taylor Swift might sway the election, and you think that that's a conspiracy, and not because you're an asshole.
It's the same dudes that are like, every time they cut, they cut to her cell. Oh, they got to show her all day. They're going to show her every 2 seconds. And like, somebody did a comp, what do you call that? Like a graph of like, it was like, here's how much like football. There's like 18 minutes of football playing, like 47 minutes of fucking commercials. And it was 25 seconds that like of like cuts that they showed cumulative of fucking Taylor Swift. So out of 2.5 hours, 25 seconds was Taylor Swift, and you're like, oh, I can't fucking stand it.
They would do like fractions of a second. They'd be like, oh, and then they'd show like how they do the fan cams.
Dude, I was gonna say, how many times have you been watching a show and they're like,
game.
oh, hey, and there's Kevin Hart. Make sure to go see Jumanji next week. It's the same fucking thing.
Fucking all the time. But I love the hill that they die on where they're like, Taylor Swift is the worst thing that could ever happen to the NFL.
Dude, you know how happy they are?
Like they have before this, nobody talked about the NFL. Like I haven't fucking even considered watching I used to watch Super Bowl all the time, like when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know anybody who actively watches football. I really fucking don't. And I hang out with a lot of different kinds of people.
I never, you know what? I honestly, that might be something I might actually look into, is like how big the ratings went up when she started dating and they started showing them on the TV.
I'm telling you, it went up insanely. Like
if you get 2% of Taylor Swift fans to be like, I'll check it out and see what her boyfriend's doing.
Fucking millions of dollars.
You just made $8 billion.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
In advertising alone.
Oh yeah, dude, and then it's like, you have all these Swifties actually showing up to these games, and it's pissing off the other fans because they're like, no, the tickets are fucking expensive. It's like you wouldn't go before anyway.
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck
you're
are you
fucking sitting
about?
at home yelling at fucking Justin Fields. You're like, this black guy doesn't play the way I like him to.
You're watching fucking Tim Pool podcasts and arguing with people that he isn't bald.
You're watching The Longest Yard and you think that's what real football is like. This all white man runs football. Yeah. I love Stone Cold. He's my favorite running back.
Yeah, why haven't they? When I saw that movie, I thought
Longest Yard too?
The Longest Yard. I legit thought that there's something that they did. And then I found out later on, it's like, oh, actually, they would never fucking do that. That would never happen.
Oh, criminal football league
versus the fucking guards
that you're guarding.
Like obviously they would fucking like shank the guards right away. Like later on, when I was a kid, it was a fun idea. It was
the 4th annual guards versus criminals match. There's only been 3 deaths this year. Record low.
Yeah, and apparently, fucking Adam Sandler is an athlete too. I bet you didn't know that in this movie. Mm-hmm. We got Nelly too.
Oh fuck, Nelly
was in that movie. He was the kicker, I think he was the kicker.
Nelly.
Terry he was the guy that ran and caught the ball.
Yeah, Terry Crews. Great Khali's in that movie.
All the wrestlers, dude. They got Goldberg. They got fucking
Goldberg and Stone Cold, who both play racists.
Yeah, they both play white supremacist guys. But Stone Cold has I don't know if it's Goldberg or Stone Cold, but one of them had a giant cock, and they just gave him a fucking like shoulder pad to wear on his dick. I don't know, dude.
That's cool.
They never showed his dick though, which pissed me off.
That's in the director's cut.
But I really liked how they made the Great Khali seem like a fucking like very intimidating guy, when in reality he's like the shittiest wrestler.
Move. Yeah.
The shittiest wrestler they could find.
You just kick him in the knee and you're like, all right, good. He fell over.
Yeah, dude, that's the match where they're like, let's put the fucking what's that guy's name? That
Jinder Mahal.
No, the fucking leprechaun guy, Hornswoggle. We're going to put Hornswoggle against fucking Great Khali, and then they became friends later on.
Yeah.
Because they're the opposite types of people.
That's a WWE fucking story.
They both have disabilities, and they're like, well, obviously they would be friends about this.
Hornswoggle's disability is being Irish.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, I want that to be the fucking storyline. He's like, no, I'm
hammered constantly.
I'm not even a dwarf. I'm Irish guy. You guys just can't tell the difference. I don't know.
What was I gonna say? Something about great? Oh, like a couple of years ago, it was maybe like 2015 or 16. I can't remember, but it was when Jinder became the champion. Do you remember any of that?
No, I don't. Wasn't that during COVID when they were like?
It might have been right before, I think, or maybe it was during. But Jinder became the champion, and then
it was like for like a fucking day or something.
It was
right?
like 3 months. It was stupid. But he did a match with Randy Orton, and it was we're doing the Punjabi prison match, which is like all the bamboo. And then the Great Khali came out at the end, and like he couldn't move, so he just walked to the fence and then just held Randy Orton. And he's like, oh, and they're like, oh wow, he's so strong.
He's killing him. He's fucking dying.
Wow. Yeah.
Randy Orton's fucking dying.
That's the last time I've seen the Great Khali. So it's been he may be dead.
Dude, he can barely fucking walk even, dude. Like he would lurch over to the fucking ring and shit. They get bless his heart, dude. And I think he's like legit like fucking slow, like retarded or something. Like
It very well could be.
He has some fucked up disability and he ended up on WWE.
Yeah, he got fucking like gigantism or whatever it is.
His fucking skull is that big and his brain's like the size of this. You know, like that's how I feel he is.
He's got the
doesn't do
the body
promos.
of the Big Show, but the mind of a child.
You think he does promos in India? I imagine he could like speak better Indian than like English. I've never seen him fucking speak at all.
I think I might have seen a commercial with him in it, and I don't think he speaks in the commercial. I think he's just like,
spoke. Yeah, dude. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with that guy.
I don't know.
He's just a big ass dude.
Well,
that's the way he got the job.
Prayers up for Great Khali.
He probably made some big shits for Vince. You think he would bring the Great Khali in those fuck sessions?
I don't know, maybe. Oh, that's what I didn't bring that up, but Vince in the texts and some other things, he used to name dildos after wrestlers based on how big they were.
I did see that one. That's pretty fucking funny. So he knows the size of every wrestler's cock.
I don't know if it was that or if he was basing like, oh, how tall they are. Like,
that's fucking funny, dude. That's
gonna go one-on-one with the Undertaker.
So would he use the dildos on himself or would he use them on the fucking girl because his dick didn't work?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he used it on the girl.
Why did he specifically name them? They had to be his.
The dude is a fucking weirdo. I'm sure he has deep-seated homosexual tendencies as well.
Oh,
I mean, if you're doing a three-way, if you're doing
else.
a guy-girl three-way, also with shit play, yeah, you got some weird.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That you are one. You have to have. No, dude. His whole job is looking at men. He's gay. Like
yeah,
that's
and he loves big, muscly.
If anything, the girl's there to be a beard. That's why they shit on her, because to make fun of her and feel more masculine, probably. What if that's the thing, dude? Like, I think that's the thing. Is he had the girl there to shit on her, and then he just fucking ignored her the whole time. He's just like, no, keep the shit on you. Me and Goldberg are getting busy. Whoever the fuck was there. What was the guy?
I like it wanted to be Goldberg.
It's Goldberg. He says, Goldberg, who's next? Who's next to have fucking gay sex?
He takes him 10 minutes to walk from the outside and like the camera's watching him. He has security.
Yeah, dude. He has fucking security following him into the hotel room to have gay sex with Vince McMahon. Yeah, and then when he comes out, he has like a fucking Money in the Bank briefcase. I wonder if he paid the girl with the Money in the Bank briefcase. He had the money in the fucking briefcase.
He sent it to.
Like she comes out covered in shit, but she has the Money in the Bank briefcase. Like she was the winner. She's the undisputed winner of the shit session.
I'll pay you. For this NDA, I'm going to pay you $3 million. You could challenge for any of the women's belts.
What was the match? Like, they literally had to, like, sign a fucking paper to win. They have all kinds
They
of...
do all sorts of gay-ass shit.
Those are the best ones where they're just, like, you know, like, fighting... It's, like, shit that they made up on the spot.
Yeah. They don't do that as much anymore, which... It was like the worst period of wrestling, but I love those. Those are my favorite kind of matches.
Oh, yeah. Like the custody battle match?
Exactly.
That's a sweet fucking...
Oh, your grandmother on a forklift match?
Yeah, dude.
Like, fucking bring that shit back.
We're going to kill your family if you lose.
We have Hamas on a guillotine match.
That was my favorite during COVID. They had a fucking Antifa come out and shit. They had like their own Antifa group come out. Yeah. That was pretty funny. I did enjoy that. I was like, damn, dude, they really are white trash on wrestling, aren't they?
I mean, hey, they know their audience.
Yeah, they don't.
They just made a fucking $10 billion deal with Netflix or whatever the fuck it was.
Did they? Or UFC?
No,
was it Netflix?
Because they sold Raw is going to be on Netflix next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they're like, it was a big, we're not going to be on TV anymore. Now we're the first live streaming sports on fucking Netflix or whatever.
Of course they would say they're the first live streaming sports ever. And it's real sports.
Real sports entertainment.
Yeah, dude, not like that fake-ass UFC.
Fucking bullshit.
Where they actually suck each other's dicks.
I've seen it.
I seen them do it, dude. I saw Conor McGregor chugging down some cock, bro. Like, it really happened.
Conor McFagger, we used to call him.
Dude, he's not even Irish.
He's Hornswoggle's brother.
What if they start doing that with the merger between
I would love that.
Where they like literally bring out UFC guys and like make them lose against the wrestlers to make the wrestlers look more tough.
That's awesome.
That's fucking great, dude.
That's the best thing you can do.
That's the best thing. Yeah, absolutely, dude. And then you just pay those guys more than the wrestlers to make them look stupid.
Hey, I would take that fucking payday all day.
And then they just have to lie and be like, yeah, no, he really beat my ass. For real. I suck at fighting.
No, man, fighting is hard. I gotta go back to UFC with the rest of these pussies.
Would they give you the loss for UFC or just, keep it for the rest?
No, they separate the records. That's your WWE record. It's different.
That would be fucking awesome if they did that.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. I believe TKO is the name of the new group. Hire us since we have the void of Vince.
What's TKO? What is that?
That's the merger name for UFC and WWE.
Dude, Dana White literally does not give a shit. Remember how we were talking a couple months ago how shit's how I was like, oh yeah, they put magnetic fucking rims on the basketball rims. It doesn't seem so crazy now that Taylor Swift's going to be at the Super Bowl.
Sports are rigged.
They're fucking rigged, dude. 1,000%. I was talking about this months ago. It's you never see any of these fucking guys at the Olympics, fucking ever. The only time you've ever seen any professional athletes go to the Olympics was when they were actually talented. It was Michael Jordan and shit,
Mm-hmm.
Even then, it's just I don't even. Because I don't think that they were able to rig it at that point, But yeah, they're good as shit. And they did go to the Olympics, not one time ever afterwards. Fucking rigged.
I don't know. The original conspiracy was it was going to be the 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens because of the way the logo was set up.
Yeah.
But then when Taylor Swift came in, then it became that, well, actually they're going to win because Taylor Swift's there and she's going to make the president win.
Dude, and these people are literally trying to boycott the NFL because shit they can't control.
Yeah, just like they boycotted Bud Light.
Yeah, dude. And then Dana White was like, yeah, fuck it. They'll be our sponsor.
Yeah.
And then everyone's just like, yeah, well, maybe we don't care. Maybe this is fucking dumb to begin with.
Yeah. Fucking bullshit.
We want the right to say N on UFC, the N word.
That's all I want.
That's all Dana White. Dana White fucking loves that shit, dude. I think it's funny because with the we were talking about that Sean Strickland guy. I think it was the last episode.
Yes.
But it's funny because I want to say years ago they were coming at him oh, you need to control what some people say. And I think he fined somebody and put them on suspension because they said something. I don't even remember what the fuck it was. And Dana White was like, no, I'm not going to let people say stuff that ruins the integrity of my company. And then now it's fucking 5 years later, he's just I don't see how any of the stuff he says is bad. I don't see it. Freedom of speech, whatever. You can't change these guys. It's bro, you're such a flip-flopping little bitch, bro. You could tell where his mind is on all of this shit. He doesn't give a fuck.
No, he's trying to make money.
He doesn't care about any of these fucking guys, dude.
I wish I remember what you were talking about back then because I guarantee
it was some liberal shit.
Whatever that person said.
I think it was about like Colin Kaepernick or something.
If it was liberal shit or if it was something that caused an advertiser to drop out,
yeah,
then it'd be like, oh no, they can't say that because it's losing me money.
Oh yeah, of course.
He can't lose money now.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't fucking give a shit at this point, man. I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. I would be like, fuck it, dude. I'm rich. I don't need the UFC anymore. I'm going to fucking be a king in Barbados and live off the land. And all my money.
That's right.
I'm going to order fucking Grubhub to Barbados in a fucking remote island on Epstein's Island.
I used to think about... did you ever watch those fucking Behind the Musics back in the day on VH1?
Yes, I did.
I always thought, I'm like, why did all these fucking rock stars kill themselves? It's so stupid. Why did you do drugs and kill yourself? And then as you get older, I'm really... if I had unlimited money and access to like all the drugs I wanted.
Yeah, dude, you
that'd have been dead 10, 20 years ago.
And not just like, you know, having money and shit. Like, people would just give you shit for free. Like, it doesn't even matter if you have money at that point. You go to any fucking club as like someone with clout. People are just like, yeah, I want to hang out with you. Here's free shit.
Well, it's like even just being a small touring band, you have dudes like, you want to smoke weed? I got coke or something like that. So yeah, if you're a fucking like billionaire or millionaire, you know there's guys that are like, hey, you want to go fuck children?
Yeah, dude. And that,
you're looking for some adrenochrome?
And 1,000 fucking %, like, that shit happened in the boomers. Like, they want to talk about pedophiles and how shit's groomed nowadays. It's like, no, this shit's very regulated nowadays. Like, back in the 80s, though, like, you had nothing but fucking pedophiles, like, doing shit. And
it was glorified.
It was glorified.
How many songs are like, ooh, that sweet 16-year-old? That's like
I love a pussy smell when it's young. Like, that's literally like people would like do interviews and they're like, oh, what are your favorite qualities in a woman? And they're just like, well, I like them young. And and they think that it's like charming and shit. And they would like the host would be like, ho ho ho, who doesn't? Like fucking like patting him on the back. Like, you can't do that shit nowadays, bro. Like and what we were talking about Don Henley a long time ago. Like, that shit's fucking hilarious. Like, nobody knows about that fact. When I bring it up to people, they're just like, no fucking way. I was like, no, legit, look it up, like, right now. And sure enough, I told my mom that, and she was like, no, like, that's insane. I did not know about this. Like, well, there's a reason for every behind the music.
Hey, man. The boomers do a very good job of not paying attention to the things. They're very good at separating the art from the artist, I'll say.
It's selective memory and shit. Like, they want to think, you know, like, fucking, you know, like, Kid Rock is cool and shit. And they remember that he did the boycott. But then when he's drinking Bud Light, like, in front of them, they're just like, I don't see a problem. I forget why we were mad to begin with.
What are you talking about? I was never mad at Bud Light.
I was never mad at Bud Light.
Bud Light's fine. I just hate get transgender people.
Yeah, I wish that they would just be fucking honest.
I was actually boycotting transgender people.
That's what they should have done, dude. They should have just straight up like marched in the streets and been like, no, we're not mad at Bud Light. We fucking hate transgender people. That makes more sense. It makes them look like less of an asshole than a fucking, you know, fuck over the company that's been loyal to them for years. They just wanted extra money, bro. That's not their problem.
Well, guess what? In the long run, I think it all worked out because what's her face ended up getting facial femme and
she did,
and probably other surgeries and
dude, she's fucking loaded now.
I never followed her, so I don't know, but I think she's pretty much just kept on the down low and been like, I'm just gonna make money and not say shit.
No, what's funny, I think the last thing I saw about Dylan Mulvaney was, I think it was like 2 or 3 months ago. They like now they're trying to like profit off of being them, which is like the last thing that you should do when you're in that position, you know? Like, so they went to this college to speak on shit, and they paid them like fucking like $45,000, and like the school was like a liberal school, but they were fucking mad because it's like, you know, like, what the fuck are you doing? You know,
what are you offering?
What kind of like insight are you? Because they really don't offer any fucking insight.
No, that's the ultimate grift. Shapiro does that shit too. So does Peterson.
She doesn't even have a fucking grift. They literally just they literally just transition, and that's all they fucking did. Like, and that's it. And it's like, I'd hate to be a hater and be like, oh, I'm jealous, but it's like,
no, you can hate on that. That's
a lot. That's why they're so popular, because people are fucking jealous of her. And like, then she started doing the college thing, and then people fucking got really mad at her, and then like her fans turned on her. So that ever since then, they haven't been posting shit. And that's pretty fucking funny. But they don't need to do anything else. They're set.
I would assume so.
Even if you like lost all your money at that point, all you have to do is like show up to anywhere and be like, I'm fucking Dylan Mulvaney, hire me, and they'll hire you to be like, Dylan Mulvaney works for us. That's pretty cool, right? Like, I would I would give them a fucking manager type position, like where they're in charge of people, and be like, yeah, they're retarded, don't listen to them.
I should probably get a job at fucking Woke Disney.
Woke Disney that is correct.
Be directing the next Star Wars movie.
Dude, Disney. What? There's something about Disney in the last couple of weeks. It's pretty fucking funny. I know that the Mickey Mouse thing happened where they lost the rights to Mickey Mouse.
That happened.
Fuck, dude. There was something else that happened with them.
I don't know.
It was pretty funny.
I don't think they haven't done anything too woke lately.
They really haven't. Maybe I'm misjudging. I think we're about done anyway.
Good. We'll talk about it next week, guys. Thanks for joining us again.
Yeah, dude. Have a A1 day. Breaking Bad.
Suck my fucking dick.
Suck my fucking dick. It's what's his name? Fucking Walter Jr.
Suck my dick.
He's also retarded.
Will this Dodge Challenger get me pussy, Dad? He's like, oh yeah, son. Yeah, it will.
It's Love on the Spectrum, but it's fucking Walt Jr.
It's Walt Jr. Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck his issue was in that show. He just had like crutches and like talked crazy.
This dude has crutches. I don't understand.
I think it was cerebral palsy, but it wasn't even cerebral palsy. You know, like he wasn't acting like a person with that.
He had a mind dementia.
I wish that they replaced Walt Jr. with the guy from There's Something About Mary with the crutches. That would have been much better.
And he's just trying to pick up his keys the whole time.
He drops the keys to the Dodge Charger while he's about to get into it, and then fucking Heisenberg's just like fucking frustrated, looking at his son like, "Fuck, dude, this is why I have to do these crimes, man. This kid fucking sucks."
Dude, I love doing crimes, but I just want to say shout out to that crutches guy for having one of the funniest like 5 seconds of a movie of all time.
Oh yeah, dude, that was the best. Where he's ooh,
pretending to be British.
Yeah, he's not only pretending to be British, but pretending to be fucking like use crutches. He's just like fucking doing an Elvis Presley dance trying to pick up keys. This is the best. I laughed so fucking hard at that when I first saw it. Every time I laugh at it, but it's like, no, it doesn't hit as hard as the first time.
It's special moments.
This is when you can make fun of disabled people. You can't do that anymore.
No, because of woke